Hi, I'm Teresa Dotson, registered dietitian, Canton resident, former SNAP Ed program coordinator, and representative for the Farmington Valley Hunger Action Team. I'm happy to be here, unfortunately not live, but brought to you virtually to highlight some of the projects that the Farmington Valley has worked on over the past year. As you may or may not know, Farmington Valley Hunger Action Team is unique in the fact that we cover 7 different towns. Many people think of the Farmington Valley as upper and middle class, but there are certainly people that are facing challenges with unemployment, underemployment, house poor, meaning that they live in a house that's paid for, but they can't afford the monthly bills associated with living in that house. In the Farmington Valley, most of the people that we see that are affected by food insecurity are families with children and seniors. So as we looked at the projects that we wanted to work on, the first project that we had started initially was the repair fund. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, transportation was no longer an issue, so that's kind of on hold for right now. We did change our focus to making people aware of resources, mainly, as I said, the families and the seniors who are more likely to be struggling with food insecurity. So we took our Farmington Valley Resource Guide, which many of you I know also have, and we expanded it to include areas such as school meals and senior meals, because many seniors were used to going to a community setting for senior meals, and obviously that all changed in the pandemic. Our biggest focus was on getting the word out to parents who, as I'd like to say, may be either struggling or juggling. Many parents were faced with the decision about staying home versus going to work as their children did online learning. And many of the families in the Farmington Valley may not have ever participated in school meals. So we really focused on spreading the word about school meals and the availability of school meals at no cost to families. No paperwork, no questions. And this is great, like I said, not just for people that can't afford the food, but also for families that may be juggling working at home and trying to get kids ready for school and online learning and all the other challenges that happened during the pandemic. So we did a separate school meal guide, which we then circulated not only to all of the people in the Hunger Action Team, but then we contacted local pediatricians, healthcare providers, community agencies, and public officials, and encouraged all of them to help us spread the word on the availability of school meals at no cost to children. And I would really encourage you, if you have an opinion about what school meals look like, to visit a school or see what school meals actually look like. School lunches have come a long way, and I truly believe that the school nutrition professionals are one of the superheroes of this pandemic because they showed up every day to feed the children. We circulated the school meal information to schools, parents, all of the local organizations. We also had a project where we contacted local healthcare providers to make them aware of the resources. So in conclusion, we really tried to meet people where they were and provide them with resources that they may not have been aware of prior to the pandemic, so that they could meet the needs of themselves and their families so that they can be healthy and well fed.